Hi, I'm Chris Kern. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, my name's Joe. I'm an alcoholic.
Well, hi, my name is Nick Payusko. I'm from Yonkers, New York, 21 years old, and I'm a recovering addict, cocaine addict, and alcoholic.
My name is Joshua Zanfino. I'm an addict, an alcoholic.
My name is Mike. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic for today. Today's not over.
I'll start my story from the beginning. I come from an Irish Catholic family. I have 5 brothers and sisters, mother and father, and I live with my grandmother and my aunt and uncle and 4 cousins. My story has a lot of abuse, physical, verbal, sexual, emotional abuse, and most of it was aimed at me. There's 6 of us in my family, and 4 of us are alcoholic. I'm the only one in recovery. My 4 cousins are alcoholic, and all my mother's brothers and sisters were alcoholic. So the disease of alcoholism runs rampant in my family.
I was born in Brooklyn, and I came up here at a young age, and went to Valhalla High School. My parents really weren't the boozers. Kids in the neighborhood, we get a case of beer on a Friday night and go to this place called the Monument in my neighborhood, and boys will be boys.
When my mother and my stepfather got married, Anthony and Danny, my 2 older stepbrothers, thought that it was funny giving me and Paul alcohol to drink. That was the first time that I was drunk. I was 6 years old. My stepbrother Paul threw up all over the place. He was passed out drunk. It was terrible. Kind of messed up the wedding a little bit, I was really drunk. I just remember, being sick. I didn't throw up at the wedding, but later on that night I did. And then, me and Paul kind of made that connection early on, and our connection, I guess, began with alcohol, and it's been alcohol and drugs ever since. He was pretty much my buddy, my get high buddy.
Alcohol was prevalent in my house. Started drinking alcohol at a really young, 12, 11. Used marijuana. Alcohol was the gateway drug for me.
I first started drinking when I was 15, and it was always to the point where I could not stop, and I didn't think it was a problem back then, and later on I came to realize that it was. I was a blackout drinker, and one was never enough. I started smoking pot when I was about 16 years old, just because everyone else was doing it, and some peer pressure, and I started to like that too. Started
experimenting with acid, mescaline, again, very young, 13, 14, and progressed throughout the years. And when I was in high school, I became a real heavy drinker. Drank basically almost every day. Went to school, drank before school, during. Started using barbiturates early in high school, 10th, 11th grade. Always in trouble. Didn't care about school, didn't care about much.
When I was about 17, I met my first boyfriend, and he introduced drugs to me. I mean, I probably would have taken them anyway. It was just him that showed them to me. Smoked a lot of pot, did a lot of hash. As time went on, as we were seeing each other, I started to do a lot of heroin and methadone, and I really loved it. I loved it a lot. Being numb was what I really wanted to be my whole life. I wanted to feel absolutely nothing.
So for me, starting early was something that I did. I I didn't, like I said, I didn't care too much for work or school. I got out of school. I started working, but getting high was what I wanted to do.
I fell in love with drugs right from the beginning. From that day forward, I vowed that I'm going to use every drug under the sun, and I'm not going to stop until I've done them all.
I went to a party, and I was drinking heavily, and late that night, I got into a fight with somebody. I didn't even know. I don't even know why. It just happened, and I wound up getting stabbed 3 times. They put me in the hospital, and I remember my parents. They were broken. They didn't know what to do, and you know, it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't wish it upon anybody.
As I'll tell anybody listening, if you think I'm full of shit, I'm not, because you'll end up upside down in a ditch, in jail, at a funeral, somebody at your funeral. You know, I try to tell people, listen, I'm not trying to be a preacher, but there's nothing at any there's nothing at any bottle, at the end of any bottle, at the end of any joint, nothing. I know it's difficult. Guys, listen to me, most of you guys are young, and you're in school, and it's difficult to think, well, you mean I can never have another drink? I don't think of it that way. I think of it every day. So I leave you with, again, my name's Mike. I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic. And for today, again, it's not over. I haven't picked up. And thank you.